Amy says, so how do you backtrack if you've already slept together? Well, if you're in a scenario where you've already hooked up together, it can be very, very difficult to pull yourself out of it because you've already established something. You've already broken a boundary, and you've probably broken it multiple times. And so you have to, like I talked about before, you have to break that frame. You have to break the pattern, the perception that you're in, and create a new perception. And what you do is you talk about things. You start talking about realizations that you've made. So first you want to break the pattern, and you do that in a whole bunch of different ways, depending. I don't know what your scenario is, Amy, if you're just in a hookup scenario, or if you're in some kind of dating scenario, or what's going on, your boyfriend, girlfriend, all that kind of stuff. But what you can do is start changing the pattern that you're in with him. So I look at patterns. Everything that I do is about patterns. What patterns are going on here? Are they in toxic patterns? Are they in healthy patterns? Are they in a friend with benefits pattern? Are they in a relationship pattern, right? And those patterns are set around by something that I call frames. So let's not get this too complicated. Let's just talk about the patterns. So what's the difference between a friend with benefits pattern and a relationship pattern? A friend with benefits pattern is a pattern where you guys have either a spoken or unspoken agreement that you're just hooking up with each other, and that it's not very meaningful, and there's nothing more going on there. And if you haven't talked about it, you can probably just assume that that's the scenario that you're in. And what's a relationship pattern? A relationship pattern is one where the guy takes you out on dates, the guy has you meet his family, the guy, does all of these different things. He says that he wants a relationship with you. He calls you his girlfriend. He talks about a future with you. He talks about potentially getting married together, or whatever the scenario is that you want. And so if you're in a friend with benefits pattern where you're just hanging out and hooking up, and you want to be in a relationship pattern, you have to start moving from this place where you're just hanging out and hooking up to doing things like dates and meeting friends and doing all that kind of stuff. And you can do it slowly or you can do it quickly. It's up to you. It's a decision that you have to make. I can't decide that for you. There's pros and cons to doing both of them. But what you want to start doing is hanging out with him or going on dates with him and not hooking up. What you want to do is start meeting up with his friends. What you want to do is start having him meet your friends. And if he's not doing those things, you want to start limiting access to you of him. I hope that makes sense there, Amy.